Zach Sage Fox is going to be countering the New Yorkers on Hamas and Palestine. Let's take a look. I'm Tyler Traveling Clat, your favorite Zionist prince. Let's jump into
Hamas is a resistance organization.
They're a designated terrorist organization.
You're saying that about the Bibas family who got kidnapped and slaughtered in Gaza?
The Bibas family, we're going to use that now.
Yeah.
They were killed months before.
So Hamas didn't kidnap babies? Billions of people around the world have been brainwashed to believe that there's apartheid by Jews against Muslims in Israel. What do you guys hear about Israel? Do you hear there's apartheid?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you've heard in the news?
Yeah. Yes, because it's an occupied.
Well, have you been to Israel?
No, I don't have to be.
So what if I told you, in my perspective, there's no apartheid? So I flew in 2 amazing medics from Israel to disprove the apartheid myth in one slap. This is my friend Noah. This is Hatim. He's Muslim. She's Jewish. And they work together equally to save lives together in Israel, coexisting. Why don't you guys tell them a little bit more about what you guys do?
No, never mind. I'm okay.
This is a Jewish and an Arab medic who work together to save lives.
Sorry, never mind.
Misinformation, America.
We work for the National Ambulance and Blood Services in Israel.
And we are a perfect example of how coexistence works in Israel.
So we treat patients, all sorts of patients, no matter the nationality or religion. And I think that the fact that we both have the same job, the same role, the same opportunities, and the same rights in Israel just proves how much it's just nonsense. And there's no apartheid.
I train IDF soldiers to be medics. A Muslim who is responsible to teach IDF soldiers to save lives.
That's absolutely amazing.
They trust me with their lives. All the Israeli society. Is this apartheid? Does it sound like apartheid?
I agree with you.
We get the same salary. We do the same stuff. What she gets, I get. Does it sound like apartheid?
Not exactly. 20% of the Israeli population is Arab and Muslim.
If I want to join the army, if I want to go to the police, to medical school, to the government, I can do whatever I want. I serve in a station that treats also Palestinian villages, and when they see me, they have tears of joy.
It's an occupied state. It has no right to defend itself.
Why don't you say that Hamas is occupying Gaza Strip?
Hamas is a resistance organization.
They're a designated terrorist organization.
So Israel's not a designated terrorist at this point.
Of course not. It's the only democracy.
Slaughtering children.
Saying that about the Bibas family who got kidnapped and slaughtered in Gaza?
The Bibas family, we're going to use that now.
Yes,
Why?
of course.
Did they not get killed?
They were killed months before.
Hamas didn't kidnap babies? Who killed them?
That's not a question that I can answer.
Wait, you're telling these 2 people who live in full equality in Israel.
Have a good day.
Really? Well, all right. That's what happens when people learn the truth.
I think it's sensationalized.
Yes.
No one looked at me as an Arab. If I want anything, if I go to the bank, to the hospital, the majority of workers in the hospitals in Israel are Arabs.
Unfortunately, we've lost so far 39 of our people in Magen David Adom due to the war. And I've lost a really good friend of mine. Her name is Amit Man. She was a paramedic of Kibbutz Be'eri. She did nothing. She was unarmed. She's not a soldier. She's nothing like that. She only went to the clinic to try and help and treat people. And she unfortunately got killed that way. So it was insane. It was a crazy day.
Innocent people.
It's like shocking to me.
Was it interesting to learn this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll always say yes to information.
How I can be part of the...
He already wants to sign up.
To come, we have overseas program to volunteer.
I have a tattoo here.
That says?
It's a hope in Arab.
Oh, that's amazing.
Just want no more injuries for any country.
Yeah, I love that.
Wow, you guys are amazing.
Would you go to Israel?
Yes. I'm down.
Like, did it just make you think a little more?
Yeah, absolutely.
Will you tell your friends, what you learned today?
Yeah, it was nice meeting you guys. I guess, it's not as bad as the media makes it seem.
Cool, why not?
So glad that you're here and educating people.
Well, that concludes our truth-spreading social experiment. In Israel, Jews aren't trying to end Muslim and Arab lives, they're trying to save them. Just as Muslims are saving Jewish lives, because medicine doesn't discriminate.
Beautiful video by Zach Sage Fox. I want to take a moment to tell you guys a personal story of what got me into this advocacy fight. There's a young Arab man. He was a paramedic. His name was Awad Darawshi. He was in his early 20s on October 7th, 2023, when Hamas started gunning people down on the Nova Music Festival. He ran in to save the lives of Jewish people in the festival. He actually managed to save a bunch of people in his ambulance and got them out. And then he called his brother Muhammad. This is an Arab, Palestinian Arab of Israel. He called his brother Muhammad and told him, listen, I am going back in because I think because I'm Arab, because I'm Muslim, I might be able to reason with them. I might be able to make it out. I might be able to save more lives. So I'm going back in. His brother pleaded him and begged him, don't. And he went back in anyways, and he was killed by Hamas on October 7th. This shows you the magic of Israel. Awad is my personal hero from the 7th of October. To me, he means so much. And for those of you guys who have been following my story for the last 2 years, you know how much I've talked about him. I talk about him all the time. My first ever Hasbara video was about him. His story, his family, they mean so much to me. So much to me, because it's exactly, during the Farhud, the pogrom that got my grandparents kicked out of Iraq, where Muslim Arabs woke up one day and decided to slaughter my grandparents and their family. Luckily, my grandparents survived. In that same night, there were also Arab Muslims who tried to protect them. And, and that's not talked about enough. Like, even during all this terrible thing that Arab Muslims have done to Jews through history, there was always this population of Arab Muslims who realized that that's wrong and that's not how it should be. And that's why I never will fall into the bigotry of it's all Arabs, it's all Muslims. I can't. I've seen the light. I cannot discriminate against an entire group of people based on their religion or their fake ethnicity, which many of them are not really Arab, but they're Arabized. So Awad Darawshe he's my personal hero, and he's actually behind a lot of what I do here, because he's exactly what I hope Israel could and should be. I've grown up around Arabs. I have Arabs who are part of my family, and I have Arabs who are like family, and I really believe in that, and I don't see it anywhere else in the Middle East happening the way it does in Israel. Everywhere else in the Middle East, it's sort of, there's a hierarchy, there's a supremacy behind it, but in Israel, it really is like as close to equality as you can get. Like, when we fight with each other, Israeli and Arab, the same way, like Jew and Arab, the same way as any Israeli would fight with another. When we love on each other, it's in the same exact way. And I love it. I love my Arab brothers and sisters so much. I can't even explain it. And so seeing this video, I have so much pride in it. Even though it's a little bit cliche, it's a little bit like Israeli Hasbara. No problem. That's also Zach Sage Fox's style. I love him to death anyways. That's who he is. That's how he does his videos. I've talked to him about it before, but that's who he is. What can we do? We still love him. And but it gives me a lot of pride. Like, it really does. As an Israeli, I say, this is what I'm fighting for. This is what I want. I want true coexistence with my Arab brothers and sisters, not in a system of hierarchy, not as a dhimmi. I want to coexist. I want to have love between us. I want us to kumbaya. I really want it. And it gives me pride when I step into an Israeli hospital and Muhammad's the one taking care of me. It gives me pride when I need to fill up air in my tires and it's Ahmed who's doing it for me. It gives me pride. It gives me pride that I'm paying my rent every month to an Arab family. I am proud of that. It doesn't embarrass me. I'm proud of it. And I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, Klats.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.